Hey everyone, this is Angela.
Hey, this is Richie, and these are the Week 7 Saturday picks. Not previews, just the picks. These are the Saturday ones. We just did a pick and preview breakdown for the weekday games starting. There's actually a Tuesday game this week, so go check those videos out. But this one will be short and sweet. It'll just be a bunch of picks, and then I'll break down these later in my previews. So, the first Saturday game, Minnesota Golden Gophers and Ohio State Buckeyes. This should not be very close. Ohio State, I think, wins big.
I'll go for Ohio State.
Tennessee Volunteers and Auburn Tigers. Auburn just got upset, but Tennessee's not very good. I think Auburn is going to bounce back and win.
I'll go for Auburn.
Alright, Florida Gators came off a huge victory over the LSU Tigers. They go to Vanderbilt. Just could be a sneaky team. Vanderbilt, their record isn't very good, but they're usually really tough to play no matter what. But I'm going to go, I think the Gators should pull this one out.
Gators as well.
Yeah. Oklahoma State Cowboys and Kansas State Wildcats. Oklahoma State, they got upset last weekend by Iowa State. Kansas State's coming off a last-second loss to Baylor on a field goal at the end. I think, though, Oklahoma State's the one they're going to bounce back. Their offense is really good.
I'll go for Kansas State.
Alright. Rutgers Scarlets, Maryland Terrapins. Rutgers is not very good. Maryland's kind of even, but I think Maryland's better, so I'm going to go with Maryland.
I'm going to go with Rutgers.
Iowa Hawkeyes and Indiana Hoosiers. This should be pretty good. Indiana, they lost last weekend at Ohio State, but they put up a pretty good game against them. Iowa is coming off a nice win. I'm tempted to go with Indiana, but I'm going to go with Iowa. I think Iowa will win.
Iowa?
Yeah.
I'll go for Indiana.
Alright, Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Northwestern Wildcats. Northwestern is such a weird team. A few weeks ago, they had a huge lead on Akron. It was like 20 points or something around there. And then Akron came all the way back and won. Then 2 weeks ago, Northwestern was up 17-0 on a ranked Michigan team and then lost 20-17. And this last weekend, they were up on a ranked Michigan State team. It was, what was it? It was they were up. It was like 14-6 at one point, 14-3 at one point. They let Michigan State actually come back to lead or to tie it, but then Northwestern actually did finally win this one. So they just have a habit of giving up these really big leads. They're like 2-3 on the year, I think, and they should be 4-1. Nebraska though is 0-5. They haven't won yet. But I actually kind of want to go with Nebraska with this, just because I'm going to go with Nebraska. Screw it. I'm going to say they get their first win in this one.
I'm going to go for Northwestern.
Whatever. I don't know what to do with that one. It's like, whatever. Akron Zips, Buffalo Bulls. Buffalo, they're a good back team, I think. Akron could keep it close, but I think Buffalo wins.
I'll go for Buffalo.
Alright, Toledo Rockets in Eastern Michigan. Toledo's got a really great offense. Eastern Michigan, they have a habit of keeping these games close and then still losing. So Toledo, I think, will win.
I'll go for Toledo.
Alright, Duke Blue Devils and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. I'm going to side with Georgia Tech here. The triple option offense has been... They scored 66 points last week. They scored 63 the week before. They're kind of on a roll right now.
I'm going to go for Duke.
Louisville Cardinals and Boston College Eagles. Louisville, they're the team that gave up 66 points to Georgia Tech. Boston College had a really good game against NC State. They only lost 28-23. I'm going to go with Boston College. Their running back, A.J. Dillon, he was hurt last weekend, but they still kept it close. I don't know, their team, I think, is just overall better.
I go for Boston College.
UAB Blazers coming off a pretty big win against Louisiana Tech in the CUSA. That's actually a big upset for CUSA. Against the Rice Owls, hasn't been very good. I'm going to go UAB.
UAB.
Yeah, Troy Trojans, one of the best teams in the Sun Belt, taking on the Liberty Flames. This could be interesting. Liberty has a really good offense, but I think Troy is a better overall team.
So if Liberty wins...
It'll be a small upset, yeah.
I'm going to go for Liberty.
Alright, Southern Miss Golden Eagles and North Texas Mean Green. This is one of the better games in this USA. Both offenses are really, really good. Southern Miss, I think, was like top 10 passing. North Texas is top 10, 20 passing. This very well could be a shootout. Wow, I don't really know who to go with this one. I'm going to go with. Let's go with Southern Miss.
Southern Miss.
Yeah, this is a coin flip.
I'll go with North Texas.
I don't know why, but I know part of me should go North Texas, but Southern Miss. We'll see. Pitt Panthers, Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Pitt's actually coming off a big upset of Syracuse. They beat them in overtime, but I think Notre Dame should win.
I'm going for Pittsburgh until Notre Dame gets into a conference.
Kent State, Golden Flashes, and Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Miami of Ohio is coming off a nice win. They have a good quarterback, Gus Ragland. Kent State's quarterback isn't bad, and Woody Barron, but I think Miami of Ohio wins.
I'll go for Miami of Ohio.
All right, Western Michigan Broncos and Bowling Green Falcons. Bowling Green has a pretty good offense. They could keep it close, but Western Michigan, they're firing all cylinders right now. They're a really good MAC team. I think Western Michigan wins. All right, so the next game is the Ball State Cardinals and the Central Michigan Chippewa. Central Michigan has not been very good. Ball State, Riley Neal's a really good quarterback. I think Ball State should win pretty easy.
I'll go for Ball State.
All right, next game, one of the games of the day, Georgia Bulldogs taking the LSU Tigers. Less so because LSU actually got upset last weekend, so they're going to fall pretty far. This being said, Georgia's number 2 in the country. I'm gonna call for them to go down. I think LSU, they bounced back from their loss against the Gators. It's in LSU. It's a big game in LSU. I think LSU will win. I think they upset Georgia Bulldogs. So LSU, I'm going for you.
I'll go for LSU.
Probably the game of the day. Washington Huskies at Oregon Ducks. This should be a huge game. I'm gonna go with Oregon. It'll be even. They have a really good quarterback. Both Jake Browning for Washington, Justin Herbert for Oregon. Both offenses are good, but it's in Oregon at Autzen Stadium. It gets loud. It gets crazy. I'm gonna go with Oregon.
I'll go for Oregon as well.
All right, Michigan State Spartans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Michigan State just got upset. Penn State's really, really good. I'm going to go Penn State.
I'll go for Penn State.
UCF Knights and the Memphis Tigers. This is one of the games of the day. UCF is coming off a nice win. Memphis is coming off a nice win. Both offenses are like top 5 in the country in scoring. And whatever, Darrell Henderson, the running back for Memphis, he's leading the nation in rushing. He's definitely in my mind, he's at least a fringe Heisman candidate. He's definitely a candidate for the Doak Walker Award, which is the award given to the best running back in the country every year. UCF has one of the best offenses, top 5 scoring. Mackenzie Milton at quarterback. He's a fringe Heisman candidate. I'm gonna go with UCF, but UCF better be on their toe. This is a shootout in the weight making. This game could be in the 50s. It very easily could be.
I'm going for UCF.
All right, Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns. Texas coming off a really big win in the Red River rivalry against the Oklahoma Sooners. They beat them 48-45. Baylor's coming off a last-second field goal, 37-34. Texas is riding high. Baylor, they're sneaky good this year. Texas is not unbeatable, for sure. They did lose earlier in the year. They had a 21-point lead on Oklahoma in halfway through the fourth quarter. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. They were up 45-24. Texas was. Oklahoma came back, tied it up at 45, and then Texas finally won. But there's still some chinks there for Texas. Baylor could upset them. That would be a big upset.
If Baylor won?
Yeah. I'm tempted to call for this upset, but I'm going to go with Texas to win. You know what? Screw it. Baylor.
I'm calling for the upset.
Yeah,
Baylor.
let's go Baylor. All right, Ohio Bobcats and Northern Illinois Huskies is a really good MAC game. It could be a foreshadowing for the MAC championship game. Northern Illinois, they're coming off a nice... Both of them are coming off really close victories. They're pretty even. I'm going to go with Ohio, though, to actually win this one.
I'll go for Northern Illinois.
All right, Temple Owls and Navy Midshipmen. Temple's playing better. Navy's coming off of a loss, but, I'll go... Temple's playing really well. I'm going to go Temple.
I'm going with Navy.
Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Charlotte 49ers. Normally I would go Western Kentucky, but Charlotte's kind of looked decent this year. I'm just going to go Charlotte. Screw it.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
All right. I will as well.
Marshall Thundering Herd, Old Dominion. Monarchs, Old Dominion's playing well, but they're still kind of losing. Marshall's a really good team. I think Marshall wins. Next game, Army West Point Black Knights against San Jose State Spartans. San Jose State, they've actually, the last 2 games, they lost 42-30 to Colorado State. They lost 44-41 in 5 overtimes the week before against Hawaii. That being said, I'm going to go with Army. Army win.
Army?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Army.
Alright. So the next game after that is Purdue Boilermakers and Illinois Fighting Illini. Purdue's kind of, they've turned on a little bit, but Illinois has been kind of surprising. They beat Rutgers really badly. This could be a really even game. I want to go with Illinois, but I'm going to go with Purdue. I think Purdue comes in.
I'm going to go with Purdue.
Texas A&M coming off a nice upset of Kentucky over playing South Carolina. They're coming off a last-second win over Missouri. This could go back and forth. They'll be even in South Carolina. That being said, I'm going to go with Texas A&M.
I'll go for South Carolina.
New Mexico Lobos coming off a big 50 spot. They dropped down Colorado State. They beat San Jose State. I think New Mexico is better. I think New Mexico wins.
I'll go for New Mexico.
UNLV Rebels against Utah State Aggies. Utah State Aggies are one of the top offenses in the country, number 2 in scoring. They killed BYU last week. I think Utah State wins.
Utah State?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go for Utah State.
1AA Alabama State taking on South Alabama Jaguars. I'm going to go with USA.
I'll go for South Alabama.
Alright, New Mexico State Aggies and Louisiana Raging Cajuns. New Mexico State, this could be pretty even. I'm going to go to Louisiana though.
I'm going to go for New Mexico.
UL Monroe against Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina have to check. They had their starting quarterback had been kind of injured, but I still think Coastal Carolina should win.
I'm going to go for the Chanticleers.
Missouri Tigers at Alabama. This could be an upset. Missouri Drew Lock. They can pass it all over the place. But Alabama's looked way too good. No, I'm not. I can't go against Alabama.
So this would be a huge upset.
This would be a gigantic upset.
I'm going to have to go for the upset.
All right, West Virginia Mountaineers and Iowa State Cyclones. This is sneaky, interesting. West Virginia, they did beat Kansas, but Will Grier he threw 3 interceptions. He did not have he had a good, offensively, he passed for a bunch of yards and touchdowns, but he turned it over too much. Iowa State's coming off a big upset against Oklahoma State. This could be pretty even though, but I'm going to go with West Virginia.
I will go for Iowa State.
Miami Hurricanes and Virginia Cavaliers. Virginia's a very this is a dangerous team. Virginia could win, but Miami, they're coming off a come from behind win over FSU. I think Miami wins.
Going for Miami as well.
Virginia Tech taking on North Carolina. North Carolina Tar Heels have been kind of Virginia Tech, they should do well. I think Virginia Tech wins.
I'll go for Virginia Tech.
Houston, number 1 scoring team in the country against ECU. Houston wins easy. Their quarterback, Derek King's really good.
Wait, who's going to win?
For Houston.
You go for Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go ECU.
Louisiana Tech Bulldogs against UTSA. Louisiana Tech just got beat by UAB last week, but I think they bounce back and Louisiana Tech wins.
I'm going to go for UTSA.
Alright, the game of the Bears. UCLA Bruins and the California Golden Bears. UCLA still hasn't won a game. Cal's coming off a loss. UCLA could win. They could keep it. You know what? UCLA.
UCLA?
Yeah. We'll say you'll get win number 1 this week.
Alright, I'll go for UCLA.
Maybe one of the games of the week too. Wisconsin Badgers at Michigan Wolverines. Both defenses are good. Both Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor at running back's really good. It's at Michigan. I'm actually going to go with Wisconsin. I think they go in and get this win.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I'll go for Wisconsin.
Ole Miss Rebels, Arkansas Razorbacks. Arkansas shouldn't fight the last 2 weeks, but I think Ole Miss wins.
Alright, I'll go for Arkansas.
Middle Tennessee State, they beat Florida Atlantic last week. They're playing against the Florida International Golden Panthers this week. This could be a good game though, but I want FIU to win just because they're a Florida team. But I think Middle Tennessee pulls it out.
Huh. I'm gonna go for FIU.
Hawaii Rainbow Warriors and BYU. Now Hawaii, this could be interesting. Their quarterback Cole McDonald, he actually didn't play last night. He was injured. I think he should be back, but that's the difference to me. If he's back, Hawaii wins. They're playing at BYU. BYU's coming off a big loss, but they're still a decent team. And without the quarterback for Hawaii, this is hard to pick right now because I don't know if they're going to play. I'm going to go with Hawaii, though. I think they'll win.
I'll go for BYU.
All right, really good game. Colorado Buffaloes at USC Trojans. Colorado's been great. USC's been pretty good. They're really talented. I think Colorado goes in and wins.
I'll go for Colorado.
Wyoming Cowboys and Fresno State Bulldogs. Wyoming, they lost to Hawaii, and Hawaii last night, they kept it close. Fresno State's one of the best teams in the Mountain West. So Fresno State wins.
Oh, I'll go for Fresno.
Boise State Broncos and Nevada Wolfpack. Nevada's got a potentially good offense. Boise State's coming off a loss, though, but I think they bounce back with a vengeance. I think their quarterback, Brett Rypien, tears up Nevada. This could be a shootout, though. It could go back and forth, but I'm going to go with Boise State.
I'm going with Boise State.
All right, so those are our picks for Saturday. Go like, subscribe, share these videos. Go look at my other videos, our other picks, other previews, reviews, everything else. Peace.
See you later.